Good afternoon and welcome to Willow's Green Permaculture. My name is Stephen Dixon, and today I'd like to give you an update on our ginger ferment or ginger soda video. There were hundreds and hundreds of questions, and I'd like to answer about 7 of the most popular, the most pressing ones. So if this is something you're interested in, then let's get started. One of the biggest questions was, do you have to use sugar? Well, no, not precisely. For example, you can use honey. Raw honey is the best, but honey will give you a slower ferment because honey is naturally antibacterial. I meant to say antimicrobial. And you should use less honey than sugar because honey is so much sweeter than sugar, so it's going to give it a much stronger flavor. But I guess if that's the flavor that you like, then that's great. In fact, we have a video that Magali did a couple years ago on fermenting ginger in honey. So you can check that out. Now, another question was, can you use things like stevia, which is an herb? No, you can't, because it's an herb, because it has it naturally has no calories. It's an herb just like thyme or sage or mint. So there's no calories in there for the bacteria to ferment, and so you're not going to get any fermenting going on because the bacteria need something to eat. And that's where we come to the next question, which was a really big one. There were a lot of people who were concerned that there was too much sugar in there and that it could eventually cause diabetes. But the thing is, what you need to know about fermenting, making ginger soda or ginger ferment or ginger bug, whatever, you are fermenting. You're taking ginger, and what you've got the lactobacillus bacteria that lives naturally on that ginger, and you're shredding that ginger up and you're putting it in water and putting in sugar, and that bacteria is taking that sugar and eating it, digesting it. And so it's transforming it. It's breaking, the bacteria is breaking it down and producing more bacteria. It's reproducing. And the more bacteria that's produced, well, the more sugar it's going to break down. And it produces byproducts from that. It produces lactic acid, which that's what gives you that nice lemony flavor. It produces carbon dioxide, which is the fizziness that it gives you. And it produces a very, very small amount of alcohol. Because the ferment only takes depending on whether you're using a ginger bug or you're going straight from fresh ginger, the ferment is going to take between 1 and 5 days. And in that amount of time, you're not going to get enough alcohol produced. And so you don't need to worry about too much alcohol being produced, unless, of course, you leave it for weeks and weeks and weeks fermenting on the counter. Then you're going to produce an alcohol. As far as the sugar is concerned, the sugar is being digested and it's broken apart, and these other things are produced. And what's produced is something that is healthier. You've got all that lactobacillus being produced and reproduced, which is healthy gut bacteria, good for your digestion, and you're getting the lactic acid, which is also healthy, and you're getting that fizziness, which makes that really nice flavor, and so on. And the way you make sure that you don't produce too much alcohol is simply, when you start your ferment, every day you're checking it. After the first day, after the second day, you're opening it, you're checking it, you're tasting it, and if it's reached a nice fizziness and a nice little flavor, you've seen that it's started to, it's done what it needs to do, then you stop there. How do you stop it from fermenting? You put it in the fridge. As soon as you put it in the fridge, that the bacteria is going to basically go to sleep. It's going to go dormant. And as long as it stays in the fridge, it's not going to ferment any more than it already has. And so you're going to be able to continue to drink it, and it will be just fine. Now, if you find after many days in the fridge, a week in the fridge, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in the fridge, you find that, it's lost its spark, its fizziness, well, then just take it out of the fridge for a few hours to a day, and it will reactivate. Now, another question was, what do you do if you see your, the amount is going down, your ginger's going down, your water's going down, and so on? You basically, all you need to do is what's called feeding it. So you can add some ginger, add some water, add some sugar, all in equal amounts to keep it going. And then put it back on the counter for half a day to a day until it's just as you like it. Another question was, how long does it last? It can last many, many, many months. I showed you our fermented ginger that was 6 months old. Now it's 7 months old in today's video. And but some people thought it took that long. No, it only takes a few days. When you're going from fresh ginger, when you're just starting with some fresh ginger, some water and some sugar, like at the beginning of the video, the first video, that process will take probably at least 3 days. But it could go faster, depending on how warm it is in your kitchen, or if you use that yogurt maker, or you could also use a seed starting mat. Well, I've got some right here. Anything like that. So depending on your conditions, it could go faster. Also, depending on the ginger, depending on how potent your ginger is, and so on, it could go faster. It could go slower. So when you're first getting it started, it could take 3 days, maybe even 4. But you need to check it every day. And you need to be careful when you're opening up your bottle every day. Don't shake it like we've been doing. We just wanted to shook it so you could see the bubbles and so on. But you shouldn't shake it before opening it, because that could, you could lose some of your, if it all spurts out and so on, you could lose some of what you've been working hard to prepare. Let me see if I've checked all the questions. And yeah, that lactobacillus is an excellent probiotic bacteria for your gut. And so, yeah, well, actually, when you're in this update, we're showing you once again making the sodas. And as you can see, we're using already fermented ginger here, which means it's already, the process has already happened. And so it's pretty potent already, which means at this point, to make your soda, for us, it only takes 24 hours. We put that, as you saw, so we put the juice in there, we put a little extra water, a little bit of sugar, and the ginger bug, the fermented ginger juice, and so on. And after that, it only took 24 hours for it to be ready. 24 hours later, the soda is ready. After this point, you put it in the fridge so it doesn't keep fermenting. So very carefully.
Okay.
That's why we have the bowl here.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, it's calming down.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh,
okay, open it. Yes. Great.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
Yes. So the soda is ready.
I'm gonna eat all that stuff that's there.
Okay, taste it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can.
I'll be the guinea pig?
Yes.
Okay. Cheers. Oh, it's very nice. Very nice.
Excellent.
Tastes just like ginger ale.
Yes.
What's in this one?
Ginger.
Just ginger.
Just ginger.
Straight ginger ale with water and sugar.
Yes, absolutely.
So this is the same fermented ginger from the video, and many of you asked the same question, which was, does it take 6 months? No, it doesn't take 6 months, but it can last 6 months, 7 months. Now it's almost 7 months that it's been around. It only takes a few days. So from that recipe we showed you, it's just a day, 2 or 3, depending on what your preferences are, and then you put it in the fridge. Because if you leave it on the counter indefinitely, you're gonna get poof.
And after 3 days, a little bit of alcohol.
Yeah, a little bit, because that's the process. The sugars are are changed into carbon dioxide and a little bit of alcohol. But so long as you're only doing it for a couple days, it's not going to be something that's going to be detrimental to your health. Just the opposite. It's going to be very good for your health.
Okay, so right now we have another testing and another one. Oh, it's okay. This
okay.
one is great.
All right. I'll do this one.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't want to use this?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
This one. You taste it?
Okay. Cheers. Oh, that's really good. That's orange.
Mm-hmm.
Orange soda. From fresh oranges.
Yes.
Fresh,
really good.
Freshly squeezed oranges, right?
Yeah. It's really good, and you don't really taste the
Oh,
sugar.
too bad we can't grow oranges here. That's about it. If you have any more questions, I'm here. Go ahead and ask them. There were just so many, I thought, well, let's make a whole other video with the answers to these questions. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something from it. You found it useful. If you liked it, then please share it with your friends and give it the thumbs up. And if you have more questions, then leave them right there, or comments. You know, I'll respond to them. If you haven't seen the original video, the link of it's going to be right here, right now, at the end of this video. Well, in a minute or so, maybe, when the video ends. Sometimes I put nature scenes afterwards. And so, thank you very much for watching. Very nice. Have a wonderful week. And we will see you next time. Thank you for watching. And we will see you next time. A Swallowtail Butterfly on Joe Pie Weed Blooms, August 10th, 2025.